live in 2 places. Nobody's anywhere. Okay. This is so cool. Okay. So I am live on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously. Hi, Boo-Boo. And my dog is here. Come here. Come here. Ooh, careful, baby. Hi, sweetie. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, I am on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously. I'm just trying this out today, so I'm gonna just keep moving my eyes back and forth. I wish I could put like text, but I don't know how to do that. If you have questions about your thyroid, you have questions about fitness, you can post them and I will answer them, and I will let you guys know if I'm answering a YouTube question or a TikTok question. I have never done this before where I'm live on 2 different platforms, so just bear with me because I don't know how to use YouTube Live. I've never done it before. I see. Sorry. Okay. Hi, Angie. Welcome to live. Just gonna hold my little dog because she's getting a little bit antsy. So I just recorded a couple of videos, which is normally when I come on live because my face has been cleaned up. Hi, V20. Hi. I am doing great. I actually was really unwell last week, which is why I didn't post anything. I wound up pinching a nerve in my neck. So I was unable to record, or I didn't do anything last week, honestly. But I'm here and I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have while I also work. So I'm trying to be like super multitasker. Also, I don't know how on YouTube I see comments. So if anyone is there, can you please say something? Like, why am I not seeing, what is this one? Oh. Okay. So did I turn it on? I'm so sorry. Did I turn it on? Okay, I turned on live chat on YouTube. If anyone is on YouTube, can you please come to YouTube and like write something? Because I've never been on live on YouTube before. Thanks, Angie. I have like some disc problems because I was in a motor vehicle collision years ago. I got hit by 2 cars, and every now and then, it's super rare, but the pain comes back. And actually my face has been stitched back together. It actually split in half because I wasn't wearing a helmet. I was visiting India and it happened when I was there, and I got hit by 2 cars. I was on like a motorcycle, or like not a motorcycle, like an e-bike maybe. And yeah, so anyways, I got hit by 2 cars, my face split open, and that was when I was like, I think I was 18 or 19, and it's like 20 years ago. So The pain doesn't come back as frequently as it used to because I'm obviously a lot stronger, but every now and then it does, and it's not fun. Yes, I definitely, okay, so if anyone's watching on YouTube, someone said that I'm lucky to be alive on TikTok, and I totally agree. My head was actually like a foot, half a foot away from hitting the curb and splitting open. And I'm very, very grateful to be where I am. Like, alive. Okay, so YouTube, I guess because I'm not on it. Hey, someone wrote something. Thank you so much, Prince Bobber. Damn, we have a prince in our presence, you guys. Oh, the comment disappears. Oh, that's not fun. So I have to read it really quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna keep... Okay, so YouTube, I guess when someone writes something, it vanishes. So if you guys see, if TikTok, you see me look this way, it's because I'm looking at YouTube. And YouTube, if you see me look this way, I'm looking at TikTok. Okay, so this is not a dating video. This guy, Prince Bobber, is just asking me where I'm from. We are not trying to get to know each other. I'm here to answer thyroid questions, personal training questions, the best fitness exercises and foods to avoid thyroid with thyroid. I don't understand the question, but if you can rephrase that, I can definitely answer that for you. Is there a video that I haven't made either on TikTok or YouTube that you guys have? Like, I know some of you guys have messaged me and you watch both my TikTok and my YouTube channel. Is there anything that you guys haven't seen yet that you would want me to talk about? That's okay. You can, I just didn't understand what you were asking me, Angie. If you can rephrase the question, that would help. My dog is looking at me funny. So on YouTube, we only have one person, which is wild because I think on YouTube I have like 50,000 subscribers. But I've had the channel for a very long time, so maybe those are people from years ago. You have thyroid? I also have a thyroid. We all have thyroids, unless you were born without a thyroid. That's like my favorite comment that I get on my TikTok. People will just write, I have thyroid, and I'm just like, I don't know how to respond to that. Does anyone else have a question? I think Prince Babar is in a very different conversation on YouTube. But I appreciate you being present. I'm trying to type with my dog on my desk. She always gets priority. Right? You know what, I just realized I should have done YouTube live in horizontal because YouTube videos are horizontal, but that's okay. All right, so no one is asking me questions. I'll give this 15 more minutes. There you go. She's had a long day. Ooh, we have 3 people on YouTube. If you're still watching or you just joined, what's up? I am on live streaming on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously. So if you have any questions about your thyroid or fitness, you can ask me. I am also working simultaneously. So if I don't pay attention, oops, that's why. So if anybody has a question, what foods to be avoided with thyroid conditions and fitness exercises that help with it too. So with the food stuff, if you have an underactive thyroid or you have hypothyroidism, I would recommend you go to my website and you can just download the food list. It's so much easier because I actually went through like lists of like, I think over, I want to say like 100 different foods, like individually, and I categorize them based on what you should eat and avoid. For those of you on YouTube, the link is just www.sheeba.coach. On TikTok, it's linked in my bio, and you can just go download it. It also helps like support all the time and effort I've put into all the information I put out for you guys. So you can do that. In terms of exercises, that is definitely a topic I haven't spoken about yet, which is wild because I am a trainer and I am planning to release a lot of that information. I really hope before the end of April. Before the end of April would be ideal. Just hang tight. But if I were to summarize what you should do in terms of exercises, and I think someone else just also said that they're having trouble losing weight, is that if you want to lose weight and you have an underactive thyroid, as a trainer, as someone who's had hypothyroidism, as someone who studies the thyroid in her spare time, I would heavily recommend avoiding exercises that are high intensity. So things like F45, Orange Theory, CrossFit. I would recommend you don't do that. Instead, you focus on doing low intensity strength training with, so a simple question I ask my clients when we're training, okay, if you're still here, is when you do an exercise, I'll say, how did that feel in terms of difficulty or effort out of a 10, okay? And with hypothyroidism, you never really want to exceed maybe a 7 out of a 10. So you want to keep your training intensity at a 7 out of a 10. Keep your rest periods between, I would say, 30 to 60 seconds, and don't do high intensity stuff. Go on low intensity walks. Don't lift heavy weight. If anything, try and go to the gym 3 days a week and do split training. So you do like upper body day, lower body day, and then you do like a full body day. And then that's it. And on top of that, just focus on your diet, right? So, sorry if you see my eyes moving. I'm just getting used to talking to two screens simultaneously. If you also just focus on your diet and supplement, I'm telling you, you will see changes. I promise you, because if you are giving your body and your thyroid what it needs, you help lower its cortisol, you address the deficiencies, your body will cooperate, I promise. Iron infusions, if your ferritin is at 11, that's a good question. I think I would recommend talking to your doctor about it, and see if they recommend it. I've never done iron infusion stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's only one person on both. Okay. I'm gonna go back to, so I'm gonna be here for about 10 more minutes. Hopefully I answered. Can you guys hear a dog barking? It's not my dog. The main thing that I've learned, and I wish I learned this when I was first diagnosed, is that when you have a thyroid problem, the impact stress, physical, emotional, mental, financial, can have on your thyroid, your body, your weight is like, it's exponentially large. So if you can lower the stress and stressors on your body, that's going to have a massive impact on not only you losing weight, but also the relief you're going to have from your thyroid symptoms. So lower your stress. Even when you work out, don't do high stress training. When you have friends, don't have high stress friends. Don't have high stress anything. I can hear a dog barking and I'm kind of worried. Maybe it's coming from outside, I don't know. Crib, you came a little late to the party. I just answered this question. Do you have another question? Basically, I said to keep your training intensity low. Don't do high intensity training, and focus on your diet is the summary. A lot of people have asked me about swollen nodules or nodules, which I'm assuming you're also getting ultrasounds for. And if the doctor says, it's nothing to worry about, I think just focus on your food intake, your supplements, but I don't know enough about it to officially say anything. I know a lot of, you know what, I'm gonna write this down because I make notes of things I should research, because why not? So I will look into this for you guys, okay? The thyroid nodules thing. I don't even know if it's nodules or nodules. But you know what? Thank you for asking me, because a lot of people have asked me about it. So I'm just writing it down. If your periods are coming in late, that is, do you have any other issues with your weight, Crib, if that's your name? So if you have any other issues around your weight, you are noticing any shift in your emotions as well, like maybe you're feeling more stressed than usual, sadder than usual, I would definitely consider, sorry, all of you guys have this little blue thing next to your name, so I keep confusing everybody's name, and I think it's the same person talking to me. So Crib, if you are experiencing other symptoms around your period, I would heavily recommend that you also get checked out for PCOS if you don't have PCOS, which is great, and you are experiencing irregularities in your period. That can also be due to high levels of stress. Like if you often have late periods, then I would really consider looking at your cortisol, progesterone levels as well. Or you might have elevated estrogen, which can also elevate your cortisol. And taking supplements, or even consider doing things that help lower your stress and balance out your hormones. So you can take things like tyrosine, you can take things like ashwagandha, you can take things like primrose oil, even if you have an iron deficiency, that can also lead to irregular periods. Like it's so interesting how with the body, it's not like one problem has one solution. For PCOS, I did post a video about it. So PCOS symptoms could include increase in body hair, a shift in your emotions. So if you're feeling more depressed, lack of energy, weight around your abdomen, or trouble losing weight as well, that can happen with PCOS, as well as obviously irregular, periods. Does hypothyroidism? I don't know. Near, that's a really good question. Nobody has ever asked me that before, and I've never had the need to research anything like that. But given that the thyroid affects so many different things in the body, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, thank you, Yuvraj on YouTube. I really appreciate your comment. I should probably be saying the stuff out. I forgot I'm on YouTube too. So, all right. I don't want to say everything, because some things I can't pronounce, but sometimes you guys ask such interesting questions. I'm like, how are you asking me this? You guys seem like you're so smart. Okay. I don't know how to check if I've seen all the, I don't know how to look at, I totally don't know how to check YouTube messages. So I saw one pop up, but I don't know how to see, what is that one? No, okay. If you're on YouTube and you've asked me a question and I missed it, I'm really sorry. I wish I could show you my screen, but it's like this little tiny thing pops up at the bottom, and I think I keep missing the messages. So I'm on TikTok and YouTube. So if you ask me a question on YouTube and I don't see it, come on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, feel free to come on YouTube so that I'm in one place. Trying to type with my dog in my lap. I mean, okay, so I Googled it. So acetylcholine. So it does say it thyroid hormone is low. It can lead to low levels of the aforementioned. So it does affect your neurotransmitters, but also it's important to know that your thyroid affects your neurological health quite a lot because the thyroid works really closely with the nervous system. Okay, again, if on YouTube, okay, I'm looking at the YouTube window now. If you ask me a question and I missed it, post it now. Because I think I keep missing the thing. I'm going to stare at this window for like 30 to 40 seconds. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything because I'm pretty sure I have missed some comments on YouTube. Whatever. I'm not going to bother you guys with this. I can talk to you about the thyroid, but I don't know how to go live on YouTube. Certain things don't make me feel smart and I don't like it. If you are new to either of the platforms I'm live on, welcome. If you have a question about your thyroid health or training, write it out now because I'm going to log off shortly. Because my dog needs to eat, right? It's her dinner time. Okay, user with 700 numbers. I don't know what you asked me. Oh, 2 people are asking me questions. I'm sorry. What were your questions? Okay, I'll answer these 2 questions and then I will log off. Okay, so YouTube, I don't think anyone asked me a question, or if you guys did, I missed it. I'm sorry. I have to give her food. Okay, everyone keeps asking me to answer the question, but can you guys please ask me the question again? What is the question? Okay, my TSH level has been 38.7 or 3.87 for 4 months now. My doctor says it's okay. That is not a question. I read that before. What's the question? Hurry, my dog is starving. Can you hear her crying? Guys, type faster. I have to go. Can you be pregnant with hypothyroidism? Absolutely. Hypothyroidism can affect your fertility or pregnancy in the way of PCOS, that's where doctors get a little bit more concerned, and women with hypothyroidism can often develop PCOS because the thyroid can affect both your cortisol and your estrogen levels. But of course you can be. Russ, that's something, talk to your doctor, get your blood work done. If you are worried about having borderline hypothyroidism, Teresa, like you feel like you're developing symptoms of hypothyroidism because your TSH is elevated, you can start taking matters into your own hands and just start following the advice that I'm sharing with hypothyroidism. This is something I do with my clients who, like, clinically, their doctors have said, like, hey, you don't have hypothyroidism, because legally they haven't crossed what is the barrier to be considered hypothyroid, but they're borderline. So start doing the things that I talk about with hypothyroidism to help lower your TSH levels, i.e., okay, thank you for that piece of information. So having your thyroid removed can often result in, and I did talk about this in a video, in patients experiencing the same symptoms as hypothyroidism. So if you're on thyroxine or levothyroxine, your doctor should be evaluating your hormone intake levels and if they need to reevaluate what they're giving you. And what else can I tell you? Make sure you are exercising regularly. Make sure you're taking the right supplements. Make sure you are taking care of your stress. You are going for walks and you are eating properly. Certain foods you could probably eat because you don't have a thyroid, so it's not going to affect your thyroid function. But I would still recommend considering eating more of a high protein, high good fat diet, and stick to good carbs and avoid processed foods, sugars, salts, etc. Okay, does Hashimoto's in males affect fertilization? I don't know much about Hashimoto's at all, so I can't answer that question. I'm really sorry, but Hashimoto's, so because the thyroid is part of the endocrine system and it can affect your estrogen, your cortisol, which can affect your progesterone, it can probably also affect your testosterone. So if you have issues with that, whoever asked me about the male hormones, go talk to your doctor so they can test your testosterone levels and also do any other tests they need to do for your fertility. But that's obviously a question I can't answer just like in a chat. When you guys say I have thyroid, I don't know what that means. Like, what do you have with your thyroid? The thyroid is a gland. That's like me saying I have stomach. That doesn't mean anything. Okay. All right. I love the influx of questions now that I have to log off. But I do have to go. I was supposed to log off like 10 minutes ago. I do want to edit a video that will go up shortly. And I gotta give my dog food. I gotta eat dinner. But I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so sorry for not answering the last couple questions on here. I promise I will answer them next time. Just, I don't really have a schedule for when I'm on here. Excuse me. But thank you so much for those of you who are here. I'm so sorry if I seem like I'm a bit rushed. I am. I didn't plan this well. And I have these cute little eyes staring at me because she's very hungry. So I'm going to end the YouTube live first because I don't know how to do it.